Hello America, hello world, hello YouTube, hello Red Brick family. We know that words are spells, and I'm going to use that premise, words are spells, as this little presentation to present the past, the present, to tie it in with red bricks, with electricity, with bricks doing magic tricks, and not all the answers, but using words are spells to help understand and bring enlightenment to ourselves and to others. Here we go, on the fly, looking for the shit in the game. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna see that in Cairo, they're gonna build this new city, they say, in New Cairo. And a group of people based out of Chicago, Illinois, Chi-Town, Gangsta Town, K-S-T-L-E, Castle, Ka, your soul, where you reside, in the cell. Okay, we talked about that earlier, and we look at old world buildings, and we see cathoids and horseshoe magnets, and always water around and by the water, and that's why we had star forts. So we see that in Cairo, Cairo, and the Ka there again, and Chicago. Isn't that funny? You getting it? Words are spells. Maybe I'm the only one that sees. Maybe I ate mercury as a kid, and that's why I can see this stuff. Or I don't know what, but keep following me here. So, Castle, China is going to fund this for Cairo. What the heck? China's going to fund it. Banks, you know. So, they're going to fund it. Now we look at words and stuff, right? Like pital, capital, the new pital. Okay, words are spells again. We know the soul, energy. Pital. What the heck's pital? Let's go see if we can find what pital means here. Okay. Pitala. Brass, unaccountable, noun. Well, we're going to make a count for it. Brass is yellow metal made from copper and zinc. There it is. In these old world buildings, we find all kind of them. Here, like, look right here. You see right here in this corner? Red bricks. This, everything sits in, much of this is part of the old world like this. You can look at which ones are, and they built upon it. So wherever you're building upon stuff, just like here in our old Oakland County. Anywhere you go, it's all been giving you a narrative lie about, oh, founded, they put the right thing on all these things that they say founded. They found it that way and built upon it. All the capitals, again, all the CA-PITALS in America. We're here in America. America. It's a miracle. See? Capital. Okay, so we're there. Capital. So we know that, and then we define that and said exactly brass, yellow, copper. They used metals it's a very good conductor of electricity. And likewise, they used mercury. So had mercury fountains everywhere. Had mercury capacitors. But anyway, the style, okay, in the capital, this place, building this place for them, and we define that, and we say, who is this? This is the society, huh? The society. Once again, we got the societies for the still, castle, huh? STLE. That's your development people based out of Chicago, okay? Doing the work for China on the old infrastructure of the past, okay? And they were all, everything was gridded out for electrical purposes, so they're on the grid, so they're only redoing the grid in a fashion that it was, okay? Setting it up. We're going to go on Google here in a minute and take a look down. So, what do we have this open for? more of the Ka, trying to look up more of the Ka, cathoids. Okay, now look again. Here's water, anode versus cathode. Cathode, how to, tomato, reduction, oxidization, and so forth. Anyway, you're getting it. Cathode for energy, for power. Okay. And now we had to get this up, the thode. Okay. The cathode. Okay, we go back to our words again. Capital. We got the cathode, the thodes. Okay, right here, where we got the thode. Yeah. In Hindi, thode, ka, huh? Cathode, once again, in Hindu as well. Okay, now we looked at our world. So it don't matter where you touch down. I just picked that one. You could pick that one. It doesn't matter. Same thing. Okay, here you have your horseshoe magnet. Underneath, this is your switch. And you always see in this construction, they had a lip of something, of another substance, sometimes, something in between it. Sometimes metal as well. And this goes to the top. And many today are starting to see it and believe that, they were a lot of dirigibles. They were flying around in crafts and stuff, and they would land on top of these things. Okay? And they had, some people would say that's not so, but I know it's so. That's why they smudge so much of the past out. But anyway, keep moving, right? So we could pick anyone. These are capacitor antennas, horseshoe, magnet. Everything is built, and it all works together. Okay, this is the whole building is self-contained and can feed off with switches. You could keep it in the sloop, or you could feed it off into another. And that's how they were constructed, folks. To feed it off into the next loop, into water, mercury fountains, and feed it into the grid. And they had trams and all kind of crazy shit, folks. Don't let them kid you no more. So you learned a little bit about Ka cell, where you reside. And that video about that kind of gives you a little more what I was trying to give you the gist at, so you start understanding how does this lead us to it. Because we know that the red bricks were they were energized. They had lighting and the new technologies, and we already know that just by looking at the sheer construction all across this. Everywhere you go, everything was built upon what they built, and we're building on that. And somebody's been feeding us a lie. And one of the biggest lies is telling people they're mountains when men were mounting up and those buildings were melted. See, there's history of it. We could, if you want to go by the Bible says there's history of it. God melted it. If you want to go by the facts and look around, you see a group of people called the Spartan Red and Eagle-Eyed Crew got boots on the ground everywhere, from the UK to Australia to Chicago to wherever, Georgia, Alabama, California, Colorado, all over Canada. And the more we become collective, the more that we'll all put this together. So I'm just trying to put together that there's a group of people, which I call the energy vampires, who are building new stuff today, working with a group of people, telling you your conspiracy when you talk about things like, oh, they're chemtrailing us, or they're this, or they're that, or, see, they'll show you how they chemtrail you. Even the president will step on the plane, he'll say, well, he's going to stop it, remember? And they've been doing it. My dad, who was dead years ago, talked about it in the 70s and 80s, and I thought he was crazy. Well, they're continuing to do it, and they're really bombarding us hard, but that's not what this video is about. This is about red bricks. So back to the topic. So here we are in Cairo, And here's, I'm going to show you a glimpse of down in Cairo, looking around at regions where nobody resides, and you'll see the same thing, that they'll just build on something. Well, we can't sit down there anyways, but they just build upon things already there, and you can always tell. You start going down when they block it off real good, like this. They don't want to let you sit down in many spots all over the place, anywhere, because of what I'm telling you. It's all already gridded out. Look up and look. We get up a little bit more. It's all, everything. I mean, you get down in it. These cats who are doing stuff, and some of these buildings, like John Levy just had a video out a little while ago, and he's like going backwards. He's talking about what I was talking about when I had my channels taken away about the World's Fair San Francisco ride down to end of Market Street. He's talking about that. He went back to the first grade. Let me inform you, John Levy, when you get down to the end of Market Street, we already informed you in the red brick world that at the end of Market Street was a date that's incorrect with the timeline that we live. But furthermore, we told you that at the end of the street was John Wesley Powell with the beard waving that was there 4 days prior to a cataclysmic thing happened, and they blamed the earthquake, when he's a ballistics expert, works for American government and the Smithsonian Institute. John Levy, I don't know who you are, John Levy, but I think you're a fraud. I think you just try to divert people's minds, but just like our government does, with just more long-term gobbledygook, like, oh, look at this Baldwin guy shot someone, or this or that. Oh, OJ, he's running down the street, and, and his man-wife's still alive today. See, just the weirdest world we live in, and these people who have fell victim to playing these roles and think that's reality, and you're a real person. You frauded yourself out of real life, and you frauded other people all around you of truth, and you give people false scenarios in life. You're deceivers. We don't need deceivers. We need the truth, and that's what the red brick Spartan crew and the eagle-eyed crew do. We're out here looking for truth. So there it is. So anyway, we're going down some more. So now we don't even need to go down in Cairo no more. You get the gist of it. We can go down here, and anywhere the eagle-eyed crew goes, and they allow us to. Let's see, for example, we'll hit this little guy. They'll tell you where we can step. Okay, we're just gonna drop down to end this video saying, don't matter where you go, you'll find red bricks. Wherever you drop, you're gonna find red bricks or evidence of the past, of a melted past. And how can I say that? Bam, in your face. Everything that you see before you is a melted past. Melted building. All this you see in the foreground, that, not just what I'm going to step into right here. Not what this group here is telling you that they're going to build for China. Okay? Because what they're going to do there is dig up most of the foundation of everything that's already there, and set house up of what they're doing there for them. And you could read the whole thing of how much you're going to spend. Look, Phase 1, 40,000 acres. Phase 2, 47,000 acres. Phase 11, 97,000 acres. See? And you go to this spot right here. Okay? And what you'll see, it's already all gridded out. See how they got this all stacked for you? See all this? This is already set up this way. They understand that they'll use this to grid the system out, how they were using it with the cathoids. Okay? Pillars and cathoids and horseshoe magnets, electricity. They were using dynamos and all kinds of stuff, folks. So see there's what they're telling you they're going to do. They're just going back to the grid and getting that tech up and running. Okay? We're there, folks. That's why China already has a couple cities sitting in the background, because they already did the same thing that I'm just telling you that they're doing now here in Cairo. And it'll be done by, I forget what they said, 2030 or something like that. So there it is again. There's your red brick past right here, getting built upon again. And it don't matter where you go. And here we are on Google Earth looking at it. See? It don't matter where you go. You're building on the melted past. See? What's this dude? Oh, that's a camel. Huh? Is it hump day? Is it hump day? Man, we got to be at Spot and Red chill out zone. We got to go, folks. See you in the chill out zone. Spot and Red. Red bricks forever. Peace. Black Mary Walker, Chief Joesph Domain. In your brain, all the mountains are melted buildings.